We both are divorced, and we are now married together. So this is our second marriage. She has a couple of kids. I have a few as well.
You know, after my divorce, I felt like, okay, I'm gonna try to figure out who I am without marriage, you know?
I even remember thinking, you know, if I get a divorce, so be it, no big deal.
When I finally met Mike, I didn't ever expect that I would have anyone actually like be interested in me, you know, single mom, 2 kids. I never have to question Mike. Like, I don't have to be worried or afraid because I know his heart is with God. So it's like, I don't need to trust Mike, I just trust God.
You know, once we get together and have God legit as our foundation, we're able to have a second chance, not individually, but as a family.
My entire life I dealt with self-esteem and value. My blood dad wasn't around. My mother got pregnant with me and he skipped town, so I've lived life without a father figure. And so I sought the approval of the people around me, and that caused me to party. I went from drinking alcohol to taking pain pills to doing cocaine to taking heroin and methamphetamine and inhaling air duster. Just pretty much every drug you can think of, I did it in excess, and it's totally ruined my life. And Jesus came and showed me that I had value and that he loved me and that he thought enough of me to die on the cross to restore my created value, that I could come back to the Father and be a new creation in him. And I'm so grateful for that.
My husband and I have experienced pregnancy loss and infertility. We lost our daughter when I was 18 weeks pregnant, and while we thought there was no light at the end of the tunnel, God has come through and really shown us that he will fulfill his promises. And we have welcomed our miracle baby, Henry, into this world, and we could not be happier. And we are just so grateful to God, and we thank him every day for blessing us with Henry and his life, and to have him in our arms is just surreal. But God really has shown us that he will always fulfill his promises, no matter how long it takes. He'll come through.
1992, I stood in a Dallas courtroom, a 26-year-old trembling as I recognized that the fruit of my godless life was coming home to roost. I was given a life sentence for murder for killing a man in a dope deal that went horribly wrong. I was sent to prison. I thought my life is over. About a year into my incarceration, I encountered a prison ministry called Kairos, and a group of Christian men come in and minister to me. And they discipled me for 4 days. They brought me to a life in Christ. And so I wanted to be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. So I started ministering to other inmates. I took what I was given and started giving back, and that became my life force in prison. I would finally make parole almost 22 years later and go to work for a prison entrepreneurship program, a program I was a part of on the inside, and I am now CEO, and it just typifies for me that he who is faithful in small things will be given more. I'm leading men to Christ instead of leading them to the dope house.